Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Good night. Hi, Barack. How are you?
I'm good. And
Ah,
how are you? How are you?
I am very well. It's nice to see you too. It's nice to see you. Good morning.
Yes. I will just come back home from my work today.
Yes, I mean good night. Yes,
I
yes.
had dinner. I had dinner. Um, I had dinner 15 minutes ago.
Ah, you just had dinner. What did you have for dinner? I just had breakfast.
Yes.
What did you have for dinner?
I have dinner at 8 um, 15 p.m. in
Okay.
Vietnam.
Okay, no problem. And what did you have? What did you have for dinner?
I had dinner with I had dinner with meat, chicken meat, and some vegetable and
Okay.
soup. Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, well, I just had breakfast, so I had toast and I had sardines. It's a kind something similar to tuna. So I had
Mm.
sardines and I had toast and I had some tea. All right, thanks for sharing, Barak. I see the others have joined, so thank you, Barak. Hello,
Hi.
Tunsong. Hi,
Hello,
Tunsong.
Michelle.
Hi,
Hello.
Royal. Good night. Hi, Royal. Good night. How are you guys?
Yes, I'm good today.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah, but now I feel sleepy.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're
yes,
tired.
yeah, yes, because today I have a lot of work to do. So
Ah,
now
you
I feel
you
sleepy.
had so you had a
Yeah,
lot of work to do today, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Tunsong. Hello, Royal. How you doing, Royal? Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
How are
I
you?
am I'm good today.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right. Does anyone know whether Han will be joining us? Will Han be joining us tonight? Uh,
Today, yeah,
yes.
she's busy, so she will off this tonight.
Ah, she's busy tonight.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
no problem. Thank you, Tunsong. So I'm going to start. So tonight we are talking about neighbors. You know, we all live near to someone. Most of us, we live beside someone. So we call them our neighbors, okay? So Barak, do you like your neighborhood, Barak? And what do you like
Yes.
about your neighborhood?
Yes. Of course, I like my neighborhood.
Mhm.
Yes. Where I live, people often interact with each other.
Mhm.
Sometimes we share stories about, and sometimes have drinks some beer together and coffee.
Mm. Okay.
Yes.
So you enjoy your neighborhood. How long have you been living in your current neighborhood, Barack? How long?
Um, about 3 years.
Ah,
3.
okay. Recently. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And your neighborhood, is it in the city? Is it in the countryside?
Now in the city, my hometown in the countryside, but I moved to the big city to live and stable there.
Okay, okay, okay. So you live in the city, your hometown is in the countryside,
Yes.
and you've been living in your current neighborhood for about 3 years, right?
3 years. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thanks for sharing, Barack. Thank you. What about you, Royale? So, Royale, do you like your neighborhood, and what do you like about your neighborhood?
Um, As some I live in a city, and sometimes I like my neighborhood, but sometimes I don't, because my neighborhood is very crowded, and with the house built very close together, and two house opposites each other by one road. So my neighborhood very noisy and uncomfortable. Yeah. Even but in the weekend, some neighbor sing karaoke very noisy. So sometimes in my area where I live, very close to a market and near supermarkets, near school, near the park, and everything. So everything in convenient for me.
Okay, nice, nice. Well, thank you, Royal. So Royal says he likes his neighborhood sometimes, but sometimes he doesn't like it because it's crowded, right, Barack? It's crowded, and sometimes the neighbors, they are noisy. The houses, they are close together, and sometimes the neighbors are noisy, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you don't like it sometimes because of these reasons. However, it is very close to the shopping mall. It is very close to the hospital, etc. So the location is good, right? So it is very
Yeah.
close to the hospital. It is very close to schools that your children go. So we talk about the location. The location is perfect, right?
Convenient. Convenient.
Yes, the
Convenient.
location is convenient. Yes, thank you, Barack. So the location is convenient, or we can also say the location is perfect. So the location is perfect, meaning the location is convenient, the location is good, right? So we can use the adjective.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So in other words, Royale, there are some pros and there are some cons for you, right? There are some advantages and there are some disadvantages. How long have you been living at your current location, Barack?
Sorry, Michelle.
Yes, so my question was, how long have you been living in your current neighborhood? How
I
long?
live in my neighborhood about 2 years.
So I have been living, there for 2 years. Okay. So you have been living there for 2 years. Nice, nice. All right. Thank you, Royal. Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Tunsong? So Tunsong, do you like your neighborhood and what do you like about it?
Yes, I like my neighborhoods here because they are all good people. Yes, they kind and generous. Some yes, and they are ready to help another in the community live around me.
Good,
Yeah.
good, good. Okay, so you like your neighbor. What about, so Royal has complained about noisy neighbors. Do you have that sometimes?
Yes, sometimes they sing karaoke,
Ah,
but they stop. But they stop before this. They stop singing before 10 p.m.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So they sing karaoke, but they stop early. They stop before 10
yeah,
p.m. Okay,
yes.
okay. And how long have you been living in that neighborhood, Tunsong?
I have living in my neighborhood uh, almost for 10, 20 years.
Ah, 20 years. Whoa.
Yes,
Wow, that means you've been there from you
yes,
were a child. Wow. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So that's the neighborhood that you grew up in, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They grew up with me. Yeah, so some people, some neighbor, they move another place.
Yes.
Some new come and live around this location.
So
Yeah,
some of the neighbors moved out
move.
and
Yeah,
yes, and new neighbors moved in, right?
yeah, yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay, awesome. All right. Thank you,
But
Tunsang.
yes, but fortunately, they are the good people. They are they are the good people. Yeah,
They are good neighbors, right?
good. Yes, good neighbor.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you.
Except
Thank
me.
you.
Except me.
Yeah.
Tùng want to say except me.
So Barak is not a good neighbor, right, Tunsang?
Yeah. I
uh,
think yes. I think Barack is not a good neighbor.
he's not a good neighbor.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
because he like to sing. He like to sing in karaoke. So I think sometimes he make some noise.
and
Yeah,
and and he drinks a lot of beer with his friends on the weekends, right? And they're always
yeah,
loud,
that's
right?
right.
Yeah,
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 yeah, I
yeah.
think so.
All right. So Barak, so you've all said that you live in a nice neighborhood. What about the neighbors? What about the people themselves? So Barak, do you help your neighbors sometimes? Do they help you sometimes? So do you help each other sometimes?
Yes, I used to have my neighbors, so lend them some money when they needed it, when maybe urgently, and sometimes share some equipment. I have that they don't while they don't have
Mm,
like construction equipment,
okay.
uh, welding machine, or even lending my motorbike to my neighbor, and we share to each other.
Okay, 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 awesome. So you share with each other. You mentioned that sometimes when they need money urgently, you help them
Yes,
out with money, and you share tools, you share equipment, right?
yes, yes.
Mm. Okay, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Um,
And
was
sometime we contribute contribute money or food to organize and organize together and drink together, and
oh,
sometimes we contribute money to help one or two special people,
mm,
uh, not maybe have um, uh, some uh, some
some
bad
problems, some
some
problems.
problem in case, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So when someone has some problems, when there's a problem, maybe they need some special help, the neighbors, they contribute money, right?
Yes,
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
and as you know, in my hometown,
Mhm.
in the countryside, but when a person or maybe some people have a problem, and
Mhm.
we are contribute, although I depending on the people, and sometimes uh, make about 100 to 200 million đồng, equivalent 10 US dollar for them to um, to treat maybe cancer disease.
Wow.
Yes, yes. In my hometown,
Wow.
usually have that. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So there is a strong what we call community spirit, right? There's a
Yes.
strong community spirit in your hometown. Community
Yes.
spirit means that people are willing to come together, neighbors are willing to help each other in times of
Yeah.
difficulty, right?
Yes. Yes.
Mm. So
Yes.
Yes.
we talk about community spirit where most persons or everyone is willing to come together to help someone else that is in need, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, Barat, that there is a greater sense of community spirit among people in the countryside versus people who live in the city? So do you think it's different? Do you think people they cooperate more, those who live in the countryside versus those who live in the city?
I think very different,
Mm.
because in the countryside, all more people know to each other. Maybe I know about more than 50% of people in my country, my hometown. But in the
Mm.
city, even the same road, we can we not know each other.
In the city, you don't know the person who lives beside you, right? That's common
Yes.
sometimes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Barak. Thank you. So Royal, do you think
Yes.
so? We're looking at question two, Royal. Do you help your neighbors sometimes? Do you help each other?
Yes, sometimes I have a neighbor like uh, repair the electric system, repair the plumbing system, or are they teach, and plus they neighbors also often help me to when I ask to babysit or
Ah, nice.
borrow something. Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, thank you, Royal. So Royal is saying that sometimes he helps his neighbors with electricity or plumbing problems, right, Royal?
Yes,
And sometimes they help by helping him babysit. So when Royal needs to go out on a date with his wife, his neighbors, they help to babysit the kids, right?
yeah.
Okay, thanks, Royal. Royal, do you think that there is a greater sense of community between, neighbors who live in the countryside and neighbors who live in the city? Do you think there's a greater sense of
Um,
community?
yes, I think have a lot of things. Um, um, Between countryside and city,
Mm-hmm.
because I live in I grew in countryside, and now I live in city. So
Okay.
I know a lot of different among
Hầu hiểu không? Hầu hiểu cái câu hỏi của cô nè. Hầu hiểu không? Hầu trả
ý
lời
cô
hiểu.
cô nói câu hỏi là có phải câu hỏi là có thấy cái khác nhau giữa nông thôn với thành phố?
Về cái gì? Về cái gì? About về cái gì?
About
Ý thức,
neighbor.
ý thức nào? Ý thức. Sense, ý thức á, ví dụ như cái rứa khác nhau về cái ý thức, ví dụ ý thức giao thông chẳng hạn, kiểu vậy đó.
I think that like the neighbor, everyone very close together, friendly, but the city people not friendly, same.
Okay.
And like my neighbor, people are very close. So some neighbor they sing karaoke everything every time. Yes, and not very noisy. But yeah, but so I think that's not friendly than countryside.
Okay, okay. So you're saying, Royale, in the countryside, the neighbors are friendlier. They are friendlier, they are more caring. But in the city, the neighbors are not so friendly, right? Is
Yes,
that
I
correct,
think so.
Royale? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
correct.
All right, okay. Thank you, Royale. Thank you. How about you, Tunsong? So, Tunsong?
Yeah.
We're looking at question 3, Tunsong. So, do you think there's a greater sense of community? Do you think there's a greater sense of kind neighborhoods between neighbors in the past and neighbors now? Do you think, that anything has changed?
Yeah, I think it has changed because in the past the neighbor they live and they live together, they live in a small location or a small community, so they know each other, and they often gather. Yeah, they often gather and help each other. Yes, but now in the but it nowadays people they live in a small community or small, maybe they don't know who they are, who is who is your who is their neighbor,
Yes,
who don't
yeah.
know. Yeah, they don't know the name, they don't know where they come from. Yes, that like me, sometimes I don't know the man who live next next to me, or next to me, or yes, or I don't know to describe, but
you don't know
I'm
the man that lives next to you, right? Or the person that
yeah,
lives across the street from you. You don't know them, right?
yeah, sometimes
Yes.
I don't remember his name because
Yeah.
yes, because I rarely or not often talk with them.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
or
Yes.
communicate with them.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Have you ever had a problematic neighbor, Tunsan? Have you ever had a neighbor that it wasn't so good between both of you? It was very problematic. Have you ever had that
Yes,
experience?
yes. Now I have one. Yes,
Ah,
I
you
have
have one.
one. Yeah. The man. The man. He's living opposite my house.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and he usually drink and drunk.
Ah, he gets drunk.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
He get drunk and he make noise. He make noise like speak loudly,
Hmm.
speak loudly, and speak loudly, and sometimes he make me feel annoyed. Yeah,
Wow, wow.
not only me, the whole neighbor or the whole location is annoyed about this.
Wow, wow, wow. So
Yeah.
how often, you mentioned that he drinks and he gets drunk. How often does this happen? Is it like once per week? How often?
um
Is it only like on the weekends?
I don't think he's get drunk on the week, maybe 3 or 4 days in a week.
Oh,
Seven
wow.
days, 7 days
Yes,
a
yes,
week.
yes. Yes,
Sao mít được
and
cả?
yes, and sometimes he's sometimes has sometimes he has breakfast by beer. Yes, he
You're
go
kidding.
to he buy some cans of beer in a grocery store next to my house, and
Wow.
he drink and get drunk. Yes, in the
Wow.
morning.
In the
Yeah.
mornings. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. So he's what you call an alcoholic then, right? So
Yeah.
this person,
Yes.
this,
Alcoholic, yeah.
yeah, so he's an alcoholic. So this person has a serious problem and he needs help, right? He needs help.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yes.
Maybe there is some personal problems that, that is affecting him. So that is a reason why he uses alcohol in order to help him
Yeah.
to deal with whatever problem he has. So
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate, but it sounds as if this
Yes.
man, it sounds as if he needs help. So okay, so you have had
Yeah.
experience with a problematic neighbor. Okay, thank
Yes.
you, Tunsang.
I
Maybe
mm,
maybe Tung should say to him, go to the therapy center, and
Mm,
treat in his brain, make clearly alcoholic.
yeah.
you mean perhaps go to an addiction center. So it seems as if he has an
Uh,
addiction,
yeah.
alcohol addiction.
Yes.
Yes, it seems as if
Yeah.
he has an alcohol
Yeah.
addiction. So I think he needs help.
Alcohol addiction.
Yeah, yeah. So he has an
Yeah.
addiction
But
and he
uh,
needs help.
but Michelle, he's living with his wife. Yes, and
Well,
yes,
yeah.
and in the morning, she's go to work and leave him alone at home alone. So
So
he
does he
usually
work? Does he have a job? Does he work?
no, yeah, I
Ah,
because I think he's like 60 or more years old.
so he is an
Yes,
elderly man. So he is an older
yeah,
man.
yes,
Okay, wow, wow. It's unfortunate, but there is a problem. Maybe he is behaving this way because of some problems at home. So it's unfortunate.
yeah.
All right. Thanks, Tunsong. Thank you. How about you? So, Royale, have you ever had a problematic neighbor?
I think I not have such a neighbor. But, some
Problematic neighbor. Problematic. Uh-huh.
yes, but I have I have he sing karaoke very noisy in the weekend.
Ah.
Yeah, every week about 2 or 3 days a week. So yes,
Ah.
because of my house very close to his house, so I heard very loud, very loud.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you are saying one of your neighbors, Royal, they sing karaoke maybe once or twice every week, and it's very loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that is more problem, not yeah.
Uh,
I hope in the next time he will reduce volume
ah.
or sing short time, not more time than now.
Okay. So you hope that he will reduce the volume of the music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe you can just ask him. So it doesn't seem as if it's a big problem, Royal. Maybe you can just ask him to reduce the volume of the music or turn the music down, right? So turn the
Yeah.
music down, okay? So maybe you can try that, okay? All right, thank you, Royal. Thank you, Royal. How about you, Barak? So Barak, have you ever had a problematic neighbor? What did they do?
Yes, I have ever had a problematic neighbor. Is his neighbor's house across from mine. He was an alcoholic, like Tung said, and he drank a lot of wine in the afternoon.
Wow.
After getting drunk, he sang karaoke with loud music until night 10 p.m. at night, even singing until 11 p.m.
Wow.
Then he stopped every time I want to answer a call phone from my coworker or my manager on time. I must run away from my home about 200 meters along to here, and many times I'm hearing the quarrel of their husband and wife makes me too tired and very present.
Wow. Wow. So okay, so he's an alcoholic and he sings karaoke. He's very loud, right?
Yes.
Wow. And sometimes you mentioned that he and his wife, they quarrel, so they have domestic disputes, right?
Yes, all of time and now uh, he and his wife were broken.
Broken. You mean they are separated?
Broken up.
Separate,
Ah,
yes.
so they are
Yes.
separated. So
Yes.
he and his wife are now separated. Wow. Wow. That's
Yes.
unfortunate. Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So you are having a similar problem like Tun Song.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
although I don't want about that, but that happen. Everyone can support him.
So you mentioned that he and his wife are now separated. So his wife left, but he still lives in the neighborhood, right?
Yes. No. Now his wife still live here, and he go to another place to live. I don't know where.
Ah, okay. So he left and the wife still lives in the neighborhood. Ah, so now,
Yes.
Barack, you do not have a problem anymore because he left, right?
Yes, he left. Yeah.
Ah, so you don't have a problem anymore, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So he left Barack, so you don't have a problem anymore, right?
Yes.
So you are lucky. You are lucky. Tunsang is not so lucky. Tunsang still has the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I have had problematic neighbors in the past. I had some, the house next to me, tenants were living there, and they were very loud and they were always quarreling with each other. But luckily, they didn't live there for very long. They lived there for maybe 1 year. So they moved. So, that was very lucky for me. The problem eventually went away when they moved. They were always quarreling, sometimes fighting. So they lived at the house beside me for about 1 year and then they moved. So that problem, it doesn't exist anymore. So now it's very quiet most of the time. Occasionally there's some noise, but it's a pretty good neighborhood, I think. I've been living here for the last 7 years, and I think it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. It's the perfect location. It's near to the shopping mall, near to the supermarket, near to the doctors. So, the location is perfect. The location is good. So, I'm really happy where I am, and I hope it stays the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys. So, Tunson, if you listen outside at night, so other than your noisy neighbor, what are some of the
Yes.
sounds that you will hear around your home? So when you listen at night,
Yeah. At night, I usually I usually hear nothing. Yes,
mm,
because almost people almost people who live around me, they know they are kind, and they know how to keep the silent at night.
okay, so they
Yes,
keep
but
quiet.
some, yeah, quiet. Yes, yeah, quiet at night. But sometimes they have a small party in front of their house, and they drink late, drink late at night, and sometimes they speak loudly.
Mm, okay,
Yes,
okay.
but yeah, but it's not often.
I see, I
Yeah,
see. Okay, good. All right, thank you. We're gonna get disconnected, guys, but I'll join right back, okay?
yeah.
Yes.
So Royale, same question, Royale. If you listen outside at night, what are some of the sounds that you will hear around your home?